Hey, how's it going, guys? Ricky Summer here, and today I've come back in time to play Ash for the very first time. But first, a message from our sponsor.
Come for the opportunities. Stay for the culture. Bay City.
Alright, welcome back to Warframe. We thought it was over, the season of frames, but you cannot stop the season of frames. After a short hiatus, we're back with 2 brand new frames. We're gonna start with Ash. Oh, baby. So, as far as I'm aware, he was a pretty early frame. Like, he was released fairly early and, like, close to the release of the game. And he's, like, a stealth boy. His Assassin's Creed, the frame. He looks a bit smoky. It's kind of intriguing me a little bit, but only on the left arm. I wonder what that means. Anyway, let's start off by reading his blurb. Ash is great for players looking for a stealthier approach to combat. Lethal abilities are complemented by powers of distraction. That's very interesting, not just because of the abilities it's hinting at, but just the flavor of the text. I feel like early frames were more literal, like, this is a game and this is how you play the frame. And later on, they get a little bit more pageantrific. They throw a little bit more mustard into it. I like the mustard. I do like the mustard. Anyway, I love the way he looks. He's got that old frame design. He's kind of organic and weird, very uncomfortable. Let's jump in and have a look at the abilities, and then we're gonna fashion this boy. All right, listen, I hear a lot of people really like Ash. I know a lot of you have been waiting a long time for this. I'm excited to see what it's about. Let's jump into the passive. Bleed effects inflicted on enemies do 25% increased damage and last 50% longer. That's interesting. Bleed is not something I've played around with really at all. I wonder if that indicates that maybe he has some bleed effects in his abilities. Ooh, let's keep going. I never know how to pronounce this word, but I've heard it pronounced shuriken or shuriken. I like shuriken, even if it's wrong. It's like, it's got a little bit of mustard to it. Anyway, let's check it out. Launches a spinning blade of pain, dealing high damage and impaling enemies to walls? Is a blade of pain? As opposed to a soft, cuddly, tender blade that's going to play you some smooth jazz and maybe some Barry White and seduce you to within an inch of your life. Anyway, alright, cool, that seems like fun. I like nailing things to walls. That's a fun mechanic. Doesn't seem too nuanced yet, but hey, listen, the night is still young. Smoke screen. Drops a smoke bomb that stuns enemies and obscures their vision, rendering Ash invisible for a short time. There it is. We got our invisibility thing there. That was his smoke on his left arm or whatever it was. Very cool. I like invisibility. I like stealth frames. Frames that can go invisible. My favorite being Ivara, because you can be invisible the whole mission. That is very much within the realm of possibility. Loki's fun too, but I prefer Ivara because she just, look, 24/7 invisibility. She's the Predator frame. I mean, you guys know. Card up at the top of the screen if you want to watch my first time playing Ivara. Very rad frame. I like invisibility. Let's go. Let's continue on. Teleport. Ash teleports towards the target, bringing him into melee range and making enemies vulnerable to finishers. Ooh, alright, vulnerable to finishers excites me. I like finishers, it's an instant kill, right? And often, you know, there will be like Nightwave tasks, or there could be, I've actually had quite a few Rivens that required me to do finishes. So that's handy. Again, like he feels like an early frame. There's not a lot to him. But we'll see. There could be a great depth, a massive pool to wade into in the tips. All right, last ability. Blade Storm. Project fierce shadow clones of Ash upon groups of distant enemies. Join the fray using teleport. Wait, what is happening here? Project fierce foes. So wait, we project clones at our enemies? Oh, that's really interesting. Join the fray, and then we teleport and we like jump. Okay, I think I get what that means. So, like, we can distract them with the clones, and then we actually go in for the kill by teleporting to them. That's what I'm reading there. We gotta play around with it to see what it really does, but that's actually really interesting. This reminds me a little bit of, I think it was Blink. There was an ability in Path of Exile, if anyone's played that. It was a dex ability. It was a green gem, I'm pretty sure, that allowed you to automatically jump to enemies and do damage to them. And I just love using that because you would just like hold the mouse button and you go and automatically attack everyone. It was it's way too much fun. This reminds me of that a little bit, so I'm interested to try it out. All right, let's have a look at the tips. Weapons that inflict slash damage deal more damage over time with Ash's increased bleed status effect passive. Interesting. Okay, so we probably want to build for slash, huh? Hang on. Wait. Does my Shakur have slash? No, it's got blast. What am I talking about? Anyway, we'll see what we can drum up in terms of slash damage. Shuriken can seek and destroy security cameras. What, just like automatically, or okay? That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. So we've got not just the ability to go invisible, but the ability to blot out security cameras as well. Okay, I mean, obviously he could be very useful for spy missions, which, you know, don't usually love the spy missions, but yeah, all right, that's pretty cool. Smokescreen's invisibility also applies to Ash's companions. Yeah, okay. All right, now we're talking. Can you imagine? Yeah, it's like big group spy mission strats. How long does it last though? Look, we'll find out. We'll sort this out. Cast Smokescreen before activating Bladestorm to mark enemies undercover safely. Wait, what? Oh, I get it. So you're, yeah, okay. So you yourself, you are undercover, you are safe. Okay, that was just very oddly phrased. I get it, cool, all right. Just a little bit of added protection while you're casting the ability. Rad. Use teleport to reach allies, rescue targets, cryopods, excavators, and more. Right, so it's a targeted teleport, not like targeted on the ground, presumably, not at an enemy. That's incredibly useful. Okay, yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. Like, potentially a huge traversal ability. Like, obviously, it's referring to it that way, but like, how vertical can we get with it? Yeah. Enemies are marked 3 times when targeted by Bladestorm. Each mark indicates the number of times Ash's shadow clones will attack the target. Okay, he doesn't seem very nuanced, except for Bladestorm. I've really got to play around with it to see how it works. Casting teleport on a marked enemy while Ash's shadow clones are attacking does not consume energy. Okay, so this is indicating to me that maybe the shadow clones do actually do damage anyway. Maybe not a huge amount, so then we teleport in and maybe we finish them off, we do the big D. Now, yeah, I feel like that's a synergy, a combination of abilities that I'm really going to enjoy using. Ash is immune to damage when teleporting to an enemy during Shadow Clone's attack. Ah, all right. So we pop the fall, we teleport, and we're immune during that series of events. I love it. Okay. Bladestorm's animation speed can be increased with the Fury mod, and even some attack speed increasing Warframe abilities. Okay, so like if we got bodies buffing our attack speed, that's interesting. I wonder if there's a meta to that. We'll have to suss it out. This is like I feel like on the surface is very simple, but it could be deceptively simple. I feel like the source is going to be in the modding. We got to jump into modding. We got to see what it's about. Any source of invisibility reduces the cost of Bladestorm. Right. Okay, so that's what they didn't tell us before. We have like added protection while casting Bladestorm. Still don't fully appreciate what that means, the significance of that. But if we pop Smokescreen before Bladestorm, we're going to reduce the cost of Bladestorm anyway. Plus, like if we're partnering with, for example, Octavia, and she's given us her invisibility buff. Interesting if true. Ash can teleport to any enemy in his line of sight. Use this to bypass windows, laser barriers, and more. Oh, okay, yeah. That's immensely powerful. Yeah, okay, so it seems like maybe it's ground targetable and enemy targetable, and maybe even, unless it's not ground targetable and you can just target allies or enemies. Okay, look, we're gonna sort this out. All right, let's jump in to modding, and then we'll fashion this boy. Upgrades, okay. Auras, what do we got in the way of auras? Oh man, it's this one again. It's, I always forget, it's the R, Madurai, of course. Remember when I was pronouncing it Mandarai? Yeah, me neither. Anyway, so, Steel Charge maybe? I feel like, you know, the abilities talked about using melee, so like we may be using melee a lot with his teleport. Okay, look, I'm pretty happy with that. Otherwise, like, what do we want here? Okay, so straight off the bat, let's throw on Intensify. Obviously increases the damage. I wonder if we can increase the number of shurikens, the shurikens. What if we do Stretch? No. Okay, so I imagine those are just going to go up as we rank up, but there doesn't seem to be any way to affect it. Otherwise, what do we want? Like, we probably want Duration, right, for Smokescreen? So we're only invisible for 2 seconds by default. That, of course, will go up. So let's start with that. Let's start with duration. We're up to 2.7. It's not much. Oh, man. Okay, let's keep going. What else do we want? Range, teleport? Yes. Yes, we want range. So that's up to 29 meters. Not bad. I feel like that's going to be a decent range once it's all ranked up. And then we got room for maybe a survivability mod or for streamline. We'll start off with this. We could be a little bit squishy, but I feel like we probably shouldn't be tanking. You know, we should be stealth tanking. Okay, let's fashion this lord up. Okay, so he's an early frame, right? So he could be a little bit tricky. Like, you know me, I like my metallic parts. Like we all do. We like making them gold. We like making them silver. For now, I think let's leave the bone sort of stuff that one color. Let's run down the list here. Here we go. This is where we're going to shine. I feel like we need to perp up just a skosh. And by a skosh, I mean potentially severely. So let's perp this lord. He seems a little bit out of place with his bone colored stuff now. But look, let's keep going. Let's see how it goes. What if we go like the sort of beige for the threading? Of course, we go heavy pink for all that stuff. But then, what if we change the bone color? What if we change it to something dark? No. Guys, I actually don't know. This is a first. This is the first time I feel like I've been stumped in fashion. I mean, no. I betrayed myself. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. The bone, well, like the armor plating. I consider this to be like armor plating, and that's bone. So the armor plating needs to be perp. I betrayed my ethics, and it led us down the garden path. Okay, and then we like beige up the bone a little bit. This is not ideal, but it's a little bit better, I think. I mean, compared to that, I don't love it. I don't absolutely love it, but I'm going to hold onto it for a second. I like the arms, and that's about all I like about it. This is the hardest fashioning I've ever experienced in Warframe to date. He's a bit of a unique boy. Let's play around with his animations. Noble? Oh, man. It looks like he's about ready to dive. Okay, let's go agile on this one. Let's go Street Fighter. Okay, let's jump into survival. Okay, let's test out these shurikens. Oh, they're horrible. Hold on. Okay, let's try this. Let's give this another go. Oh, these suck ass. Oh no, wait. Hang on. Was that the dog? I think it was the dog who killed him. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, more shurikens. Can I spam them? Guys, these are horrible. Wow. I mean, you want to hope they get better, surely. What am I missing here? Wow, okay, hang on. This could be a situation where I may have flown too close to the sun. You know, we've done it before. We've slid into the DMs and gone, yo, Selkie on Sedna won't be a problem. Maybe it's going to be a bit of a problem. Maybe not survivability-wise, but actually doing damage with abilities. Oh my Christ. That's so bad. I've unlocked Smokescreen, and thank Cthulhu, because Shuriken is rough. Let's pop it here. I'm very invisible. Excuse me, sir, as I slice through the lot of you. Let me be slightly invisible again, sir. May I perform a finisher on you? Never mind. I need more invisibility time. I mean, look, invisibility is always good, but I need more time on it, sir. I can maybe get 1 or 2 kills with it currently. Look, it'll be fine. We'll rank it up. We'll slosh up the duration on it. Don't even trip. All right, something I should be trying out here is the stun. So let me get amongst the people. Does he get stunned? Hang on, I need to try that again. Okay, stun. How stunned are you, buddy? Your dad's here? Dad, don't kill the dude. I'm trying to figure something out. I'm trying to do something here, Dad. Come on, man. Jeez. Why you gotta be like this all the time? It's so embarrassing. You're embarrassing me in front of my YouTube audience. All right, let's try this again. Stun and be invisible. They're like right back. It's very short stun. It's more of a stagger. All right, this was a mistake. Let's get out of here. We're going to Ceres. All right, we've got access to our teleport, so let's give it a go. Let's see if we can teleport just anywhere. No, we can't. Right, okay. So it has to be at an individual. Open to finishers? Right. Okay. Wait. Get over there, buddy. Allow me to finish you. Okay. I'm not sure if that works. Let's try this again. Okay, yes, that works. And because I have a mod that turns me invisible when I blep a finisher, I can maybe extend some invisibility over here. That could be pretty fun. All right, look, something's starting to happen here. It's starting to come together. He just straight up died. That man's dead. Allow me to finish you. Why can't... Yo, okay, so the angling of it is a little bit finicky. I get it. Let me finish you, sir. I need energy. Yo, sliding into the piece. Finish him. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Can we just keep it going? Just keep it going. Come on. No. Okay, that Lord resists finishing. Call Shang Tsung. We've got a problem. Finish him. Yes, alright. Now we're talking, sir. Okay, we've got Blade Storm up. I'm ready to give it a try. Let's start off by popping invisibility. Then we'll pop Blade Storm. Can we teleport? Okay. What if we just keep teleporting? Hold up. So it marks them. I may have to read the ability again. They're still marked, huh? Interesting. That's good that they stay marked for a little while. Are they remarking? Hang on, it looks like it's still going. Wait. Is it just still going? Is it always up? It is. So it's like, hang on, as long as we're invisible, it'll reduce. Oh, wow. Okay. This is actually not at all what I was expecting, but that's really, really cool. I stay invisible and they just keep getting marked. Yes. Okay, so then I can just all right. I feel like the frame is just fully opened up to me now. So then presumably when I run out of energy, the ability will stop maybe? I'm not too sure about the join the fray element of that ability. I feel like I need chat to help me out with that one, but as it stands, this is not at all what I expected Blade Storm to be, and I really like it. All right now. Oh man, that was rough. Until it wasn't. So, to start off with, the shuriken, however you pronounce it, did, like, no damage, man. Now, it's kinda not too bad. And presumably that's just gonna get even better as we rank up. Blade Storm is it. That's the frame, as far as I'm concerned. As soon as I got the chance to use Blade Storm, it all opened up to me. So I feel like, as of right now, what I want to be doing is keeping Smokescreen up as much as possible with Blade Storm going, so we reduce the cost of that. Teleport, I'm not too sure about. I feel like most of the time it teleported me in front of the enemy, which was pretty much useless for a finisher. It seems to just teleport, like there's no extra... I don't know. You guys let me know how useful teleport is, because right now it's feeling like the weakest link. But for the most part, I think I want to be, keeping Smokescreen up, keeping Blade Storm up, and just meleeing for all the live long day. Hey, how you doing? Alright, so as it stands, I think I'm okay with what we have here. I'm currently in a spot where I feel equipped to actually get up to max rank with what we have right now. I'm not sure I really want to change anything. I would be tempted to maybe throw some, God, I don't know, health or armor. Health, I guess, on there. But I know. That feels like a cop-out. I feel like I should be adjusting my playstyle to not have to rely on health. So, look, I'll keep it as it is. Let's have a look at some augments. Alright, first up, Seeking Shuriken. Shuriken augment. I know, I'm going to get so many comments on how I'm mispronouncing that, I know. Hits exposed weaknesses on enemies, reducing their armor by 70% for 8 seconds. Okay, that actually seems huge, because then it's not just damage. Dealing high damage, high damage, my ass. I don't think I even saw any impaled enemies on walls. Like, what's even the point? But yeah, if we can get like a debuff from it as well, huge. That's what I'm talking about. Smoke Shadow. Smokescreen augment. Conceals allies within 15 meters for 8 seconds. Yeah, like that would be very cool. When playing with the boys, playing with you guys. Fatal Teleport. Teleport augment. Teleport will perform a finisher on the target, dealing 200% extra damage. 50% of energy cost is refunded on a kill. So it auto finishes? Yes, guys, that's what I want. I feel like that's what the teleport should be doing anyway, because right now, the ability to perform a finisher right after the teleport is, I want to say, like 30% success rate at best, based on my playtime so far. Okay, I absolutely want Fatal Teleport. Yeah, we got to get that one. And lastly, Rising Storm, Blade Storm Augment. Blade Storm attacks increase your melee counter by 4, passive plus 10-second combo duration. That just seems really useful, right? Because if like, it seems that we can have Blade Storm up all the time. I straight up was not expecting that. I thought it was like a 5 to 10 second ability or something, but to have it up all the time, it's very, very cool. So if we can get a melee counter just all the time from that. Okay, pretty cool. I mean, so far, Fatal Teleport seems to be the ticket. Like that will fix my issue with the teleport so far. Interesting. Okay, see, like, he definitely feels like an early frame. He feels like one of the first frames for sure. You know what? I sort of warmed to whatever the nonsense fashion we got here. I still don't like the color of the bone. I feel like that needs to be dark, but we'll sort it out. At least the arms look rad. And really, that's all you could really want in life. All right, so we're gonna do the time jump now. I'm gonna play him on stream. I need help with Ash. People rave about him. A lot of people seem to be really excited for this video, so I'm gonna need your help in the stream. Okay, guys, I'll see you after the time jump. Oh man, listen, I'm incredibly glad that I did the stream, because straight up, I had no idea how to play Ash. Actually no idea. I had a fundamental misunderstanding on how, for one, the 4 works. I wasn't even using the 4, as it turns out. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to pop the 4. Now I'm going to go invisible, and you got to paint the targets. You got to mark them like that, right? Please mark. Oh, I've run out of energy. That's fine. So then you hit the 4 again, and then the clones appear. Ladies and gentlemen, I beseech you. Incredible. So this is how you play Ash. You know, you paint your targets, you slide into the piece, you pop the 4 again, and then you can slide in with the 3, and that's how you get that's how you join the fray. You know, as far as I understand, the teleporting in once all your clones are going to town doesn't really do anything damage wise, but maybe it makes you invulnerable during that time, so that's nice. Other than that, it's just just seems like it's there for pageantry for the most part, which is fine. You know me, I'm all about a little bit of pageantry. But listen, there is nothing wrong with Ash beyond the fact that the ability screen and the tips doesn't actually tell you how to use the 4 ability, like at all. I didn't know how to use it, as it turns out. And if it wasn't for the help of Chad, I would still be playing him all wrong. So now that I know how to play him properly, he's really good. Like, I'm really enjoying him. And the gameplay that I was hoping to get out of him by reading from reading the ability descriptions, I am getting out of him. You know, it is like that blink ability I mentioned earlier from Path of Exile, where you just kind of jump around and things die, man. That's what we've got going now with Ash, and it's glorious. Now, for the most part, I'm ignoring the 1, and by for the most part, I mean 100% all the time, I'm ignoring the 1. It seems to have its uses when coupled with the augment for it, I believe. And man, chat got way into the weeds about it. We were talking about subsuming and whatnot. So basically what happened was I titled my stream, Teach Me How to Play Ash, and instead chat slid in and gave me like Quantum Theory 101. And we just got way too deep into it. My brain fried live on stream. So that, that was fun. But I know a lot more about Ash now, and that is great. So, for the most part, the way I'm playing him is hitting 4, going invisible with the 2, painting the targets, hitting the 4 again, things die. If I'm feeling saucy, I'll teleport in. But, like, I get the sense that you don't really need to join the fray as much as it is fun to join the fray. And, like, that's the long and the short of it, That's Ash, baby. Let's go talk about mods. So like I said, we got way too deep into the weeds. Like, there seems to be a lot of different ways that you can put this guy together. Chat was coming at me with, like, 5D chess with interdimensional time travel, you know? They, like, giving me steel path builds, and I'm like, hold up here. I just want a Big Mac, you know? I don't need the filet mignon of Ash right now. I just need to get by with him and make this video. So, you know, once we toned it back a little bit, Chak is very excited. There's a lot of passionate Ash mains out there, and I respect it. I do, and I'm glad you were there, because I would have had no idea how to play Ash otherwise. But once we toned it back down, and we just got, you know, a Royale with cheese, this is where we landed at. This is my Royale with cheese. When it comes to Ash builds. So it seems like duration is not needed, right? Because if we slap duration on here, it only gets our already like 8-second smoke screen, which is pretty good. It just bumps it up to a little over 10. That does not seem worth it at all. And as far as I can tell, duration doesn't affect anything else. Intensify is big business, right? Because we've doubled our damage on Blade Storm.
Were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
Orders! And of course the Shuriken, but like I'm just not using it at all because its damage doesn't seem to really hold up with the other options. I mean, all I really have to do is slide in with Blade Storm, go invisible to reduce the cost of it, paint the targets and things die. That's it. That's the build. It's sort of like the one-trick pony. But it's a fun mechanic. It's a fun trick and a fun pony. And I would like to get to know that pony. And that name's pony is George. And he's got a really nice temperament. Anyway, so I'm basically just stacking ability strength. I've put Streamline in there to counteract the efficiency debuff of Blind Rage. So we're at 80% efficiency. It's fine. I'm getting by. Also, Flow is in there just to make sure I got a nice healthy pool. Vitality, just as a token thing to fill up the capacity. That was chat's suggestion. I wouldn't have done that normally, but they insisted that, you know, I fill up the capacity with Vitality, so that's fine. You know, it's better than nothing, right? And Adaptation was chat's suggestion. I wouldn't have thought to put that on if it wasn't for them. But, you know, it's on there, and we seem to be doing pretty okay. It's a strong frame. I like him. It's really interesting gameplay mechanic, gameplay style, and is pretty much what I was hoping for, you know? I don't really think of him so much as a stealth frame. He has stealth, but I'm not sure I would consider him a stealth frame. He's kind of, I don't know, it just feels like a massacre frame. Which, you know, I'm all for. He's a bit of a like stealth war crimes, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so let's talk about augments for a second here. So I did actually manage to rank up to rank 5 with the parent sequence, and I've started to buy Nidus augments, baby. So I got Teeming Virulence. But look, that's neither here nor there because we're not dealing with Nidus today. We're dealing with Ash. So I'm just an Ivara Prime chassis away from being able to buy his augments. The first of which will be Fatal Teleport, because that seems huge. Now, once again, chat was getting like majorly into the weeds with this build of like Fatal Teleport and subsuming in Silence from Banshee, and then using her augment for Silence, Savage Silence, and apparently it's just a massacre upon a massacre of finishes. That's all well and good. I'm not going to do that. At least not for a long, long while. So Fatal Teleport for me is more than enough. I am more than happy to slot Fatal Teleport. And Rising Storm was also recommended to me. So those two augments will be my priority. I'm very, very close to slotting those. I think in order to do that, I will have to Former. Ash probably isn't going to be a priority for me for Former, but, you know, he's on the list for eventually getting the Former treatment. I'd like to try him out in a few more situations. I can see him being really powerful in the Index, right? And we talked about that a little bit. If everyone in the Index has a role, you've got collectors and you've got killers and whatnot. Ash is a killer. He might not be running around collecting the points, but he's out there harvesting them, you know? I could see myself having a lot of fun with that. You know, usually up to this point for the Index, I've been using Mesa, Protea a little bit. So like it's good to have more options for that. In fact, I need to do another Index run. pretty soon because I'm getting low on funds, buddy. I'm getting low. Ash, it was a wild ride, I gotta tell you, because like straight up I was like, what is even happening? I can't do anything with this man. It just comes down to the descriptions of the abilities, you know? Like, look at this. Hang on, let's go back to Bladestorm here. Project fierce shadow clones of Ash upon groups of distant enemies. Join the fray using teleport. It does not tell you how to use that at all. Like, I'm thinking, you pop, like I said, I thought you'd pop it and it would have a cooldown immediately, but it's always on. That really threw me off. It doesn't tell you that you have to hit it again. But there you go. I feel like that stuff sorely needs to be updated. I don't think his abilities need a refresh at all. You know, he's an old frame, sure, but he's perfectly fine. He's certainly capable of doing a lot of damage. Just tell us how to play him, buddy. Just you know. I'm dying here. I'm drowning. Alright guys, now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments below the like button. What do you think of Ash? Are you an Ash main? Because like all the Ash mains came out of the woodwork in this stream today. It was beautiful to see. So throw your tips, tricks, your anecdotes, your beautiful Ash moments down in the comments below. But for the moment, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Ricky Summer out.